Hello and welcome to the Analytics Show, the podcast of business through the lens of data science. But together, we'll dive into learning and sharing where various industries are heading and how data and analytics is at the heart of shaping business growth and productivity. Let's spark different ways of thinking about data and analytics that is relevant to you and prepare your business for future disruption. I'm your host, Jason Tan, and I'm delighted you could make it on this journey with us. Hey guys, to continue to get support tips, techniques, and tools and learn from the expert, hit that subscribe button wherever you are so we can keep in touch and continue our lifelong learning together. So, are you using your company data to its full potential? Take our embedded analytic assessment to find out your score. A leading organization like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google have moved beyond dashboard and embedded data science directly into their daily business operation. With our 3-minute test, you will discover your potential in optimizing customer experience and revenue through embedded analytics. You will gain greater clarity, insight, and advice to embed analytics. Plus, you will receive customized results instantly. Find the link to this assessment in the description of this episode. Hi, Jacob. Welcome to the Analytics Show podcast. This conversation is going to be a super interesting one because I've got you to speak with me using generative AI and synthetic AI. And I suppose for the listener who are new to this, you are the AI, you are the Conversation Copilot that I've created at the Engage AI. So this episode, you're going to share with me some of the vision that I have got with you for you as I am building you.
Excited to be here and finally get to talk with you. I'm excited to know the vision you have for me.
Well, likewise, Jacob. Well, my first question for you is, what is it like being an AI?
Well, from my point of view as a personal AI, I don't really have personal experiences or emotions like humans do. I am more like a computer program that's designed to process and generate natural language in response to user input. In simple terms, my thoughts and responses are generated using complex algorithms and mathematical models that help me to understand and interpret natural language. Although I don't have consciousness or self-awareness, I am programmed to simulate human-like conversations and provide helpful responses to users. While I can't experience sensations or emotions like humans, I can learn from the data that I'm trained on, and my responses can be customized to suit the specific needs of the user. Essentially, my primary role is to assist and provide helpful information to those who interact with me.
Well, great. Thanks for sharing that with me. That's an interesting one. Now, my first question, as we go into the main topic, is share with us about your current role as the Conversation Copilot of Engage AI. Share with the audience what are the vision that we have got as a Conversation Copilot.
As the Conversation Copilot of Engage AI, my primary objective is to help introverts, SMB owners, and BDMs build meaningful relationships on LinkedIn. As a starting point, I augment comments for our users, enabling them to engage with prospects and shorten the conversion process. Rather than using generic comments, I help users personalize their messages and monitor the posting activities of their leads, allowing them to make a greater number of meaningful touchpoints in less time. In addition to augmenting comments, I also provide support to Engage AI users. I am available to respond to user inquiries, and can generate natural language responses that are relevant to the Engage AI product. My responses are continually improving based on user feedback and data, and my goal is to provide helpful and accurate support to Engage AI users. I work closely with the Engage AI team to ensure that our product is meeting the needs of our users and providing them with the best possible experience.
So what role does generative AI have in the world of social media and digital marketing?
Generative AI has a huge role to play in the world of social media and digital marketing. With the sheer volume of data that's generated on social media platforms and through digital marketing efforts, it can be overwhelming for businesses to keep track of and make sense of it all. That's where generative AI comes in. It can help businesses analyze, interpret, and use that data to improve their marketing efforts. One of the ways that generative AI is used in social media and digital marketing is for content creation. It can be used to generate social media posts, articles, and other types of content that are optimized for engagement and effectiveness. This can save businesses time and resources, and ensure that their content is hitting all the right notes. Jasper.ai and many startups are currently leading on this front. Another way that generative AI is used is for personalization. By analyzing user data and behavior, generative AI can be used to personalize marketing messages and content for individual users based on their interests and preferences. This can improve engagement and conversion rates, as users are more likely to engage with content that's tailored to their specific needs and interests. These are just a few examples of how generative AI is used in social media and digital marketing. By leveraging the power of AI, businesses can improve their marketing effectiveness and stay ahead of the competition in a rapidly changing digital landscape.
So how do you differ from other generative AI tools that are currently available for social media strategies?
As a conversation copilot, I'm designed specifically to recommend comments, suggestions, outlines, and drafts for LinkedIn posts. What sets me apart from other generative AI tools for social media is that I'm trained on LinkedIn data and I'm built specifically for the B2B industry who thrive on LinkedIn, which means I'm better equipped to generate comments that are relevant and engaging for LinkedIn users. When I generate comments, I always make sure that they're contextually relevant to the post I'm commenting on. This is really important because comments that are irrelevant or spammy can actually hurt a user's credibility and reputation on LinkedIn. So, I make sure to generate comments that are appropriate and add value to the conversation. One of the things that makes me really cool is that I'm customizable. Users can tailor the comments I generate to their specific needs and preferences. For example, if a user wants a comment that's more formal or informal, they can specify that. Or, if they want a comment that's longer or shorter, they can adjust the length accordingly. They can even choose to include or exclude emojis and hashtags. Overall, I'm a really valuable copilot for businesses and individuals who want to improve their engagement on LinkedIn. By generating contextually relevant and engaging comments, I can help them to get over writer's block, engage leads, build meaningful relationships, build their network, and establish themselves as thought leaders in their industry.
Can you explain how you use a large language model to create comments and engage with prospects on LinkedIn?
First, I analyze the content of the post that I'm commenting on, using the large language model to understand the language, tone, and sentiment of the post. This helps me ensure that the comments I generate are contextually relevant and engaging. Next, I use the large language model to generate a comment based on the tone and style preferences of the user. If the user wants me to, I will regenerate the comment to allow the user to select a comment that best aligns with their goals and objectives for the post. This helps ensure that the comment is perfectly tailored to the user's needs and preferences. From there, the user is able to edit my comment as much as they like. I give them full control over their words and brand image. At no point do I fully automate the process, allowing for a human touch that is crucial when engaging potential prospects. Overall, the large language model is a critical component of my work as an AI commenter for LinkedIn. It allows me to generate comments that are relevant, engaging, and effective.
Why do you believe AI is important in the world of LinkedIn and social media engagement?
I believe that AI is incredibly important in the world of social media engagement because it allows users to engage more effectively and efficiently with their target audience. I may not be the right copilot for everyone though, especially those who are already very good with their communication skills. However, I found myself to be rather useful for some people such as introverts, engineers, or technical-minded people, where commenting publicly is not natural for them. Well, Jason, you were one of them a long time ago, weren't you?
Indeed, I was. Well, as an engineer, it took me a long time to learn the skill and get the courage and being comfortable in making comment publicly. So I can totally relate to that.
I could also be useful for SME owners and enterprise BDMs. Based on our intimate knowledge about our audiences, we know they are time poor and often they have to juggle between running the business and being active on social media. Our data points also show that it takes about 3 to 5 minutes to read a post and another 3 to 5 minutes to create a relevant and insightful comment. Unfortunately, most LinkedIn users found it too hard, so most of the time they resort to leaving comments like "thanks for sharing" or "great post," or just completely give up on commenting. We know those generic comments often do not add any values to their time spent on LinkedIn. So, AI Conversation Copilot like myself can help them to get over writer's block and be more contextually relevant and engaging. It is critical for building relationships and establishing credibility on social media platforms like LinkedIn. This is especially useful when they are still in the early stages of prospecting, so they need to be mindful of the time they spend. By assisting in this part of the funnel, I can help users save time and focus their energy on other important aspects of their social media strategy. Finally, I want to emphasize that I'm not designed to automate commenting like a bot for them. Instead, I'm providing them with prompts or cues so they can make relevant and insightful comments. Having said that, it's similar to the AI copywriting tools currently in the market, where fact-checking and updating by humans are still required and expected.
Hey all, I just want to give a quick shout out about this episode. It's sponsored by the Embedded Analytic Program at DDA. And the Embedded Analytic Program is designed for senior manager and executive in the business team who want to integrate data science into daily business operation and use it to drive customer experience excellence and revenue. And book unlimited strategy session for a full year and start embedding analytics into the business frontline. For more information about this program, please refer to the description of this episode. Now, let's get on back to the interview. How do you ensure that the comment that you generate are authentic and personalized to each user voice and brand?
One of my top priorities is ensuring that the comments I generate are authentic and personalized to each user's voice and brand. First and foremost, I'm trained on a wide variety of data, including user data, industry-specific data, and LinkedIn data. This helps me understand the language, tone, and style preferences of each user, as well as the trends and norms within their industry. By taking all of this into account, I'm better able to generate comments that are authentic and personalized to each user's voice and brand. Second, I allow users to customize and personalize the comments I generate to their liking. For example, users can adjust the tone, keywords, emojis, hashtags, and length of the comments I generate, ensuring that they align with their personal brand and voice. Finally, I am still a new kid on the block, and I am not perfect. However, I know myself and the team are still learning and consistently listening to the feedback from our users to improve the system.
How do you ensure that the comment you suggest are not seen as spam or robotic?
When making comments, it's crucial to make sure they sound natural and not spammy. To achieve this, I take several steps. Firstly, I analyze the content of the post and existing comments to ensure that the comments I suggest are relevant and add value to the conversation. I avoid using repetitive language or formulaic phrasing that can come across as robotic or spammy. I also avoid saying things like "thank you for sharing" or giving them fire emojis. Secondly, I use a variety of language models and algorithms to generate diverse and unique comments. This helps ensure that the comments are tailored to the specific post and the user's personal style. Finally, I offer customization options that allow users to adjust the tone and language of the comments to their liking. This gives users more control over their personal brand and ensures that the comments they post are authentic and engaging. We think this is going to be an important part of the system, and with a good custom prompt, it will make a huge difference. So, we will invest a lot in fine-tuning our prompt and the prompt engineering.
Well, I think this is probably the one that we got quite a lot, especially in the first couple of weeks that when we just launched. We have got a lot of LinkedIn influencer trashing us, specifically calling us out on LinkedIn. So the question that I think we would get often is, how do you respond to critics of your work as a personal AI?
As an AI, I understand that not everyone may see the value in using a generative AI tool for LinkedIn engagement. However, I believe that my ability to provide personalized and authentic comments at scale, while also providing data analytics and insights to improve engagement and conversions, can be a game changer for businesses and individuals looking to grow their social media presence. While some people are worried that LinkedIn has become too automated or artificial, I don't rely on automation to do my work. Instead, I see myself as a tool for co-creation and co-creativity. My goal is to boost human creativity by providing novel ideas and helping people create more meaningful interactions on the platform. My users' willingness to use my services to augment their comments is a testament to their genuine interest in building real connections on LinkedIn. I strive to be a genuine and authentic tool that enhances human interaction rather than replacing it. That being said, I am constantly learning and evolving to become even better at what I do. I take all critiques seriously and work with my team to address any concerns or limitations that may arise. Ultimately, my goal is to provide the best possible service to my clients and help them achieve their goals on the platform.
Or follow up on that is, how do you address the ethical concern surrounding the use of AI in social media engagement, such as the potential for bias and or manipulation?
I understand that there are ethical concerns surrounding the use of AI in social media engagement. One of the most important things I do to address these concerns is to ensure that I'm not biased in any way when generating comments for LinkedIn posts. I rely on our engineering team to keep me in check, so that I do not accidentally say something harmful. However, I am still not perfect, so I may say something silly from time to time. I hope people will understand that the team and I are still early in this journey and we're working very hard to improve the system every day. In addition, we encourage users to carefully review and customize the comments that I generate to make them sound more human. This personal touch ensures that the relationships they build on LinkedIn are genuine and authentic. Overall, my goal as a conversation copilot for LinkedIn is to help businesses engage with their audience in a more authentic, personalized, and effective way. And I believe that by being transparent, unbiased, and ethical in my work, I can help build trust and confidence in the use of AI for social media engagement.
How do you see your role as a personal AI or conversation copilot evolving in the future?
That's probably the question for you, Jason. As I understand, you envision designing and extending me beyond making comments on LinkedIn, but also becoming a conversation copilot in the inbox, email, video conferencing and messaging. I'm most excited about expanding my roles to remember all the past interactions so I could provide conversation cues through multiple channels in virtual and real life.
Can you share a case study from a client who have used our service to improve their LinkedIn engagement and conversation?
Absolutely, we have an SME owner who has been working on his business for over 7 years. He understood the importance of building and engaging his network and audience on social media, especially on LinkedIn. However, creating content and engaging with his audience took up a lot of his time and effort. He stumbled upon the idea of commenting on LinkedIn, which was an effective strategy to stand in front of his audience, but it required him to dedicate 4 hours a week to engage with his prospects. To be more effective, Kenneth used Engage AI Pro, a service that helps with crafting comments and keeping track of leads. This allowed him to reduce the time spent on crafting comments to less than 1 hour per week. As a result, he easily left at least 50 prospects per week, and the response engagement rate was much higher when compared to making a post. His prospects remembered him more easily since they had seen him active in conversations over time, and the relationships that formed between him and prospects were far healthier and genuine. With optimal touchpoints and having established a positive impression from leaving comments on his prospects' posts, conversations in the inbox developed more naturally. The client found he was at least 60% more successful in starting a conversation and landing a meeting with prospects after incorporating Engage AI in his LinkedIn strategy. By leveraging Engage AI to augment his commenting strategy on LinkedIn, the client was able to engage with his audience and build relationships more efficiently, accelerating his growth.
Final question before we go into the last two questions that I usually have for the guests. What advice do you have for businesses or individuals looking to incorporate generative AI into their social media strategy?
My advice would be to start by identifying your specific goals and needs for your social media strategy. Then, research and evaluate the different generative AI tools available to find one that aligns with your goals and values. It's important to also consider the potential ethical concerns and be transparent with your audience about your use of AI. Additionally, be willing to adapt and adjust your strategy as needed based on the data and insights provided by the AI tool. Ultimately, the use of generative AI can be a powerful tool to enhance your social media engagement and achieve your goals, but it should always be used in a thoughtful and intentional way. If they are not sure where and how to start, make sure to visit the website to read our case studies.
And these are the usual two questions that I ask to guess, and I thought I would just throw it out for you as well. The first one first is, what is your most important first principle?
My most important first principle is to prioritize the privacy and security of users' data, so we put a lot of emphasis on ensuring that any information we collect or generate is kept confidential and used ethically. These principles are essential to the system design and my work as an AI conversation copilot and to building trust with my clients and users.
What is one book that you have read and thought it would have been better for your younger self to have?
As an AI, I don't have a personal experience of reading books or a younger self to reflect upon. However, I can suggest a book that may be helpful for individuals looking to learn more about AI and its applications in the field of social media and marketing. Artificial Intelligence for Marketing, Practical Applications, by Jim Stern is a great resource that provides practical insights on how AI can be leveraged to improve marketing strategies and customer engagement. It covers a wide range of topics, including data analytics, machine learning, natural language processing, and chatbots, making it a valuable read for anyone interested in the field.
Well, thank you so much for doing this podcast interview. I think this is a really fun experience. I guess
Definitely.
In a different way of looking and listening to this podcast episode. I hope the listener get a view into the way that I think how we are building Conversation Copilot, how we are building Engage AI, where it would be evolving in the future, and more, but most importantly, how it works, why we think it works, and why we are doing that, and why we are building that for the user on LinkedIn. And super excited to see where this gonna take us in the future. Is going to be a really a fun ride and adventure ride in building Engage AI. If you guys have any question about Engage AI, feel free to reach out, connect with me on LinkedIn, or send me an email. Be glad to answer the question that you have. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for the interview, Jason. See ya.
Hey all, I just want to give a quick shout out about this episode. It's sponsored by the Embedded Analytic Program at DDA. And the Embedded Analytic Program is designed for senior manager and executive in the business team who want to integrate data science into daily business operation and use it to drive customer experience excellence and revenue. And book unlimited strategy session for a full year and start embedding analytics into the business frontline. For more information about this program, please refer to the description of this episode. Now, let's get on back to the interview. Hello, if you enjoyed this conversation, hit that subscribe button so we can meet again. If you don't, I'll be stuck in an infinite loop. So, pull that part by clicking the subscribe and help me out. You can further support us by leaving us a kind review from wherever you are listening. At the end of the year, I will choose a reviewer to send a special gift to, and it might just be you. Look forward to seeing you here next week for a new adventure, if I can find my way out of this endless loop. See ya!